What is good, Amilivenow clones? Welcome back to the channel. It is I, Amilivenow. You feel me? Hope you're having a wonderful day if you're starting your day. If you're just eating breakfast, get your nutrition. If you're not, and you're fasting, if you're taking all the toxins out your body, that's great for you. If you are going or leaving work and you just want to get some great information, welcome. If you're about to go to sleep and you just can't go to sleep and you might have insomnia, I welcome you. And stay tuned for some great information. When you see this, what day you see this, what month you see this, what year you see this, what era you see this, what eon you see this, all that I'm hoping for is that you are on your way to finding peace. You feel me? Peace meaning tranquility, enlightenment, and all of self realization. So now that we got the intro out of the way, let's get to the topic at hand. So today's video is about you have to stop saying that you can't. You feel me? Like, stop saying you can't. You get what I'm saying? Why is that important in my life now? Well, let me tell you why it's important. It's important because you have to understand, in this world, when you are starting to grow as a human being, you're going to start to understand more about connections and how connections actually are relevant. And when you make connections to doubt, you're literally giving that energy certain power for you to not be able to evolve within your own mind capacity. So you're giving that energy a certain power, which is going to hinder you and have you have negative connotation of meanings, right? So you're not going to be able to evolve in any type of way because you are letting doubt control you, right? So when you are making connections to doubt, you are basically letting that fog your mind, and you're not going to be able to perceive or have certain types of discernment, which is judgment, to be able to overcome the things you quote unquote can't. All right. So when you think about can't, right, that is basically an expression of disbelief. Basically, oh, that can't happen. Oh, I can't see myself doing that. Oh, well, that will never be me. Oh, that can't be me. Oh, you sure you can do this? So because of you can, you're asking yourself if you can. That's basically telling yourself you can't. And essentially that is you giving power to doubt, right? So I want to go a little more like spiritual with you guys, and I got some quote from the text of John chapter 1 verse 1, and it states that in the beginning was the Word, and the Word was with God, and the Word was God. He was with God in the beginning. Through him all things were made. Without him nothing was made that has been made. In him was life, and that life was the light of all mankind. I'm gonna read that again. Okay, for those who don't really understand the context, I'm going to try to break it down and give you guys insight about it, because this is basically talking about how your words are truly powerful. And when you're giving statements and certain basically rebuttal, like going back and forth, you're actually giving that rebuttal or statement energy over your life. You feel me? This is why I talk about affirmations on my Instagram. You feel me? So understand. I'm going to read this verse again. All right. So the text is from John chapter 1 verse 1. So it states, in the beginning was the Word, and the Word was with God, and the Word was God. He was with God in the beginning. Through him all things were made. Without him nothing was made that has been made. In him was life, and that life was the light of all mankind, right? So when it states that in the beginning was the Word, and the Word was with God, and the Word was God, okay? So he was with God in the beginning, okay? So they're basically trying to give basically the Word, the actual like word, they're giving them an identity, okay? Because it states that the Word was with God, okay? And was God, okay? It's basically a double entendre, which not really, but it does have two meanings, because they're saying the Word is its own identity, but then it's saying that the Word is God. So you might be confused, but all you have to understand is the Word, like how I'm speaking words, they're trying to give that its own identity, but where it's coming from me, right? That's just an example. So because I'm talking to you, what I'm talking about in an instance or in a reality, the words that coming out of my mouth are its own identity. But because it's coming out of my mouth, I am the words. You see how it's connecting. So when you think about this, you think about, wow, so that means my words are important. What comes out of my mouth is important. How I actually portray what I say is basically what I am. So through him, all things were made. Without him, nothing was made that has been made. So basically saying, because of the actions of words, that what creates either momentum or creation. For example, when it states through him all things were made, so they're trying to basically say through God all was made, but because they're trying to say the actual word is its own identity, basically they're saying how word made everything, but God made everything because it's his word. It's kind of confusing, but this is why reading the Bible, you have to read it with an open mind, and you have to read it with belief and faith. You can't read it like a Harry Potter book, which most modern day Americans read the Bible like a Harry Potter book. I used to have a substitute talk about, oh yeah, I read Revelations like it's Harry Potter, the dragons and demons. And nah, bro. Most of that shit is mental, bro. Like, if you're in a spiritual realm, like the seventh chakra or the crown chakra, that's basically Christ consciousness. You tapping in to the true one mind of the creator, right? So you understanding that these words were created, right, by a certain object or objective. The objective is God, but the subjective is the words. That's basically something I can explain in a simple understanding. So in him was life, and that life was the light of all mankind. So basically your words are life. Okay, your words are life. What you speak, how you portray your words basically become who you are. Like, if you basically say I'm a rock star, you're gonna end up becoming a rock star. If you say, oh, like, I get hoes, you're gonna be a nigga with 5 baby mamas. You know what I'm saying? Say you're I feel wealthy because I know I am wealthy. Those are using different chakra affirmations, but you're basically what you're saying. You're creating life with your words, and this is tremendously important. So going back to the videos, stop saying you can't. You really got to stop saying you can't, because you're literally becoming the words. The words are basically becoming you. You thinking, oh, that's whatever. Like, I used to be around a certain individual, and he used to just hella down himself. I used to be like, yo, chill, bro. Just chill, bro. Just chill. Stop downing yourself. Like, you really got to think about it, bro. Like, you downing yourself is giving more power to what you're literally saying. So, for example, if you say, like, oh, I'm a dumbass. Like, yo, you're not a dumbass. You just made one mistake. Stop putting yourself so down. because you saying that is going to make you a dumbass. You feel me? All right, that's just what that's just basically what's in the literal scripture. Like it is life. What you say is life. So when you understand that, you have to be careful of how you speak. That is tremendously important. So that's basically it for the video. I hope you guys like this video. If you resonate with this video, I want you guys to like, comment, subscribe, and share. And if you are new to the channel, subscribe. I am Amilivenow, and I'm hold up I low-key forgot how to do this shit. It's Amilivenow. Hold up, it's Amilivenow. Hold up, I forgot how to do this, and I'm out.